All right, welcome everybody. My name is Nick Hershey. I'm one of the branch managers here at the Mortgage Calculator. We are a branch and a team that does things very differently than any other company in the industry. So what I'd like to do today is explain a little bit more about what that means exactly. And to do that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and just walk through our join page here. So most of you on this call today have probably already joined from this page. So you've hopefully gone through it, but let me just explain a little bit more about each part. So please watch the video if you guys haven't yet. It's basically a recap of this video we're doing now. So please, if you haven't watched in full or missed part of it, go ahead and back and watch it. But basically what sets us apart is, first of all, the crazy compensation we can offer, up to 300 basis points compensation. That's because we've partnered with a great parent company that does reverse mortgages. Very new kind of thing for myself, and I'm sure a lot of you on the call here, but there's a great opportunity for reverse mortgages. If you understand more about them, you can learn a whole new kind of niche for yourselves, and they have some crazy compensation. So we'll go through that a little bit more in detail, but up to 300 basis points compensation is pretty crazy, and that's for the reverse mortgages. We have built this team and this branch model on a few different platforms. So we started as a retail bank. We went into the brokerage world as well and built a team of over 200 loan officers. And now we've done it on the correspondent end. So here as a correspondent lender, as the Mortgage Calculator, we have some great things, including no max commission cap, which we didn't have available at either of our previous setups, and now we do. We also have a correspondent. We can still broker loans and do correspondence. So we have dozens of broker outlets as well for things that we can't offer as a correspondent, such as like the CDFI, no ratio, no income for primary homes. Some of these little niche products, we want to make sure we have those as broker outlets. And then all the great products that we offer in-house, we can do that as a correspondent and have that little extra leg up on everybody else. We are very passionate about leads. We give out leads to our team on a regular basis. We've given out probably over 100 leads already this morning to the team. So we distribute those out at a very rapid rate. Basically unlimited leads for you guys at a 50-50 split. So if you guys are ready to work, we're willing to give you guys the leads and give you a shot, even if you're a new loan officer, which not a lot of companies do. Kyle will show you how that works here in a little bit. He'll actually show you guys exactly how the back end works, so you'll see exactly how those leads come in. No monthly fees, no tech fees or desk fees. This is a great point for us. So myself and Kyle, we come from a marketing and tech background. So we've built many different websites and platforms and businesses that have to do with technology. So we build our technology from the ground up, and we advertise very heavily and scale it up with advertising. So since we built every line of code for what you see today and what Kyle's about to present you, we do not have to charge you guys for that. So since we've built it all for us, by us, I'm a loan officer, right? I do loans every day. It's built for us to work for us and customized for us. So everything we do is built by us by hand, and we don't have to pay any other third parties. So therefore we can pass those savings on to you guys. There's no hidden fees of any kind, no software fees, nothing like that. Again, the next bullet point here is our mortgage CRM with Dialer. So we built every bit of this from the ground up. Kyle will show you exactly how the Dialer system works, but it's basically what you guys are probably used to, right? We have the CRM, same CRM that everybody else has out there, except it's built for us by us. And we have a Dialer system built into that, again, that just works for us in our specific use case. Along with that comes our custom website. So, with the back end stuff of the CRM, we also have the front end where the customers sign up. So we need a website, just like you guys are looking at here. You guys would all have your own custom website with your domain and everything. And customers can sign up, engage as a lead, and also fill out the complete 1003. So we have, joined the association that allows us to create the 3.4 file and actually manipulate that for you guys. So we have kind of a LOS built into the system for you guys, so we can actually create that file through the system. As I mentioned, we are very passionate about leads. So Kyle will show you guys how this looks in person, but we would love to give you guys free leads, but also help you guys set up your leads in our system. So lead routing means if you guys already have leads working, we can show you guys how to route those right into the system. And then if you guys want to set up a new campaign, Kyle can show you guys how to set up that campaign pretty quickly and easily and get yourselves filled up with leads at no split. So if you want full comp on those leads, you can go ahead and purchase those yourselves. Or if you already know what you're doing, we can show you how to route those right into the system pretty easily. Another thing we're very passionate about, prospecting DSCR loans. So myself, I pretty much focus exclusively on investors. Those are my best clients. Instead of just one loan, most of my clients, I do 5, 10, 20, 30 loans with. So those are the great clients to have, right? We want to have investors that just keep coming back. And they're going to be in all kinds of different states and have different investments all over the nation usually. So we love to be able to prospect those in all 50 states. So if it's a business purpose loan, a commercial loan, we can do those in all 50 states and basically not have to worry about the individual state licensing. So when you guys join up with us, we really focus on those types of leads. We'll teach you guys how to do those types of loans. And most importantly, we don't have to be limited by our footprint with those commercial types of loans. Another thing we're very passionate about is support. So just like we're doing a team call here on Zoom, we do one-on-one team leader calls as well. So if you guys need help with a file, you can book a session with myself, with Jose, with Kyle, with anybody on the team, and basically get one-on-one help, have us take over your screen, get you unstuck from whatever you're stuck on. And as we're doing right here, right now, we also do support calls daily with the entire team. So we conduct trainings basically 7 days a week for the different team members, the junior MLOs, which we'll talk about next, obviously have a little more trainings, and then obviously the seniors can join in anytime they want. So that brings me to my next point here, which is the comp plan, which what most of you are probably interested in. So we have two basic comp plans, as I mentioned before. We have our seniors and our juniors, right? So before I get into it, let's just talk about the difference. Really what it means is if you're a senior, you know how to do a loan start to finish, right? We are still kind of on the broker end of things here, guys. So if you're a broker, you're responsible for a loan start to finish 100%. You know everything from opening the application to closing and dealing with title and everything in between. Great. You can join as a senior loan officer. You're fully self-sufficient, right? If you guys don't know how to do part of that, if you've worked at a call center and just taken applications and never actually taken a loan from literally start to finish, then you can join as a junior loan officer. Or, of course, if you're brand new, you can join as a junior loan officer. So we're not scared to bring on juniors and people that are maybe inexperienced or no experience at all. But just know the rule for you guys. If you know what you're doing 100%, feel free to start on the senior. If you need a little help, a little refresher, please start on the junior. Now let's go through the differences here. Senior plan up to 300 basis points we advertise. And what that means is for the reverse mortgages, as I mentioned before. So right here, you see up to 300 basis points on HECM loans. That's a reverse mortgage. And for those of you not familiar, that's 3% commission on that, which is pretty crazy. I don't think anybody else in the industry is really offering that on a regular basis. Now, on our regular stuff, the stuff you guys are used to, we offer 200 basis points commission on that. The conventional, the non-QM, that's 2% commission for those of you who might not be familiar. That's also very aggressive commission. And because there's no fees, no hidden fees, no payroll fees, no tech fees, no nothing, what you see is what you get, right? That's what shows up on your paycheck. Now, if you take a company lead, that's at a 50-50 split, right? So the compensation is pretty simple. If you take a conventional or non-QM lead at a 50-50 split and you're a senior loan officer, you would get paid 100 basis points on that lead or 1% commission. If you take a lead on a reverse mortgage, it would be 150 basis points or 1.5% commission. Pretty simple breakdown there, guys. The rest of this stuff we've already talked about includes everything that we talked about. Great. So if you qualify for this, you guys know what you're doing. You've done loans start to finish. Please join as a senior. Click this button and sign up. Now, if you guys are new or you need a refresher, you're just getting back in the industry, or maybe you were an application taker at a call center type of setup, no problem. Go ahead and start as a junior. So a little bit different setup because we have to spend a little more time with you guys. So we have up to 200 basis points comp on the HECM reverse mortgages. That's 2% commission. Still a pretty crazy commission there. If you guys want to learn how to do something new, that would be a great thing to focus on. On the regular stuff you guys are probably used to, 150 basis points for the conventional and non-QM, that's 1.5% commission. And again, a lead that we give to the juniors would be a 50-50 split. So 50% on a conventional or non-QM deal would be 75 basis points or 0.75 commission. And if you take a company lead on a reverse mortgage, that would be 100 basis points or 1% commission. They both include all the great stuff we talked about, but on the junior, we're going to meet with you one-on-one. We're actually going to help you do the loan, actually click things on your screen. When you're a senior, we're just going to be there to help structure deals and help answer questions when you get stuck, right? We'll get you unstuck, but we shouldn't have to meet for an hour to actually complete your whole disclosure file and run through the file with you, run through the income. You guys should already know how to do that. So just want to make sure you guys are clear on the differences there. If you need some help, feel free to join the junior. That's where we help you big time. If you're on the senior, we want to make sure you're self-sufficient, and we only need to step in when you get stuck on something, and we can help get you unstuck. Now, the next part we usually go over is how our mortgage software works and how our leads work. But since we have Kyle here in person, he's going to actually do a little quick demo and show you guys actually really how it looks. So you ready to take over there, Kyle?
Yep, absolutely. Here. Do you see my screen here with the CRM?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So when you come on board, we'll do a full training on this, right? So don't worry, I'm just going to highlight a few features here. And so what you'll see here is pretty much a regular CRM, right? We have everything in here from, communication, sending emails and texts and all that kind of stuff. We have the ability to put them on action campaigns, you know, drip campaigns, whatever you want to call it, action plan, where the system's going to automatically email and text them over time, set reminders, all that kind of good stuff, right? But what really sets our system apart here is our quoting system. So let me show you how that works. So with just a few pieces of information here from your client, 6 pieces of info, we don't have to pull credit, we don't need documents or anything like that. We can just get a few pieces of info from the client. We can click our get rates via Optimal Blue, which some of you may be familiar with, which is our pricing, which will pull up all of our pricing from our different investors, different programs for that scenario. We can show them which rates we would like to show them. We can check the boxes for which rates we'd like to show them. And it comes out looking like a beautiful quote that we send to them via text and email instantly, just looking like this, where they have their rate choices. They can scroll over these things and see what they mean. It pulls in the Google Maps and the Zestimate automatically, the proposed loan here, the breakdown of payment, taxes, and insurance, the estimated closing fees. And of course, you here on your quote as the loan originator, and you can attach your realtors to these quotes so that they can be on the quote. If your realtor sends you a referral, they absolutely love it, because they know when they send you someone, you can quote them within minutes. You can put the realtor to tell the client, hey, we are your team here. We are the ones that are going to push your transaction across the finish line. And you can copy the realtor on the quotes automatically. So your realtors absolutely love this. Who are they going to have give a loan? Who are they going to refer a client to? Somebody that tags them on these quotes, makes them look all nice and pretty here involved in the system, or somebody who just takes the client and then hopefully does something with them, right? So these quotes are beautiful. They look even better on mobile. And here's the cool thing. The client can click start my loan application. And what happens is they are taken to their borrower portal, which looks like this. They can start their 1003 right here. We request the basic documents we need from them right here so they can upload the documents themselves. If it's a conventional lead like this, we're requesting a basic conventional. If it's a DSCR lead, we're requesting the basics we need for a DSCR loan. So the client has the ability to come back here and see their loan info, the milestone of where they're at in the process, right? But let me show you how it looks on your end now too. So now on your end, you have your documents tab, and you can see the same thing that they see. You can help them with the 1003. You can help them upload documents. But here's the really cool part. Whether it's you or your processor or whoever, you can request more documents here. If you need 12 months bank statements, boom, save changes. Now it knows they need 12 months bank statements, and we tell the client, please click here to upload your 12 months bank statement in your borrower portal. We can also request a whole different packet. Let's say we say, oh, this is going to be a DSCR loan, actually. Let me go ahead and replace that packet. Now we're only asking for what we need for a DSCR loan, right? You can also come up here and request signatures. Let's say you need some type of signature here, and you can go ahead and just click here, and that sends the client and tells them we need, and you'll see right here, puts the signature right here. They can click here and sign it within the system. They don't go anywhere. It's the e-sign built into our system. They don't even leave this page, right? So the whole goal here is for you and your processor to be able to control everything automatically here through the system and have everything in one place so that you, your client, your processor, everyone can work together to get every document, every signature, the application, every single thing you need to get this loan done. We're going to get it all through here with one system, taking them from a lead to a quote to a application and collecting all of the documents all here within one system, and then doing the loan. Now, what happens once we have the application, all the documents, we go ahead and do the loan, we're disclosing the loan, right? Now we have our pipeline tab here to keep track of the loans. What loans do you have? What investor may they be with? What stage is super important here? You update your milestones the whole way. Let's say the appraisal is received. You need to know that, right? To keep yourself updated on what loans are where. If the appraisal is received, we're going to change that milestone. It's going to ask us, would you like to send the client an email? Of course I would. Automatically sends the client and the realtor that's attached to the deal and updates on this deal saying, hey, the appraisal's been received, right? Your realtors love this. Again, the #1 complaint about loan officers from both clients and realtors is lack of communication. So the quoting system, our pipeline tab, our milestones here, that's what we're going to use to solve that problem and automatically update everyone in the transaction, including ourselves, keeping ourselves organized on what's going on. I hope all of your pipelines look like this with tons of deals at different places going on, and you're going to need to keep track of exactly what's going on. All right. Now let's talk about the auto dial. Okay. We're going to start to transition here into how our leads work, right? There's a few different ways that we give you leads, right? Right now I'm showing the auto dialer, but let me talk about the first and foremost way that we give you leads. And I'm going to have Nick talk about it in a second on how we do that. But we give you leads via text message from our Facebook campaigns, right? And those leads come in via text to your phone on a first to claim. And if you're the first one to click that link, you get that lead. These are hot, fresh leads from someone who clicked on our Facebook ad right that second, and you call them within the first minute, right? I'll have Nick talk about what kind of ads we're putting in front of them, but that is how our leads work that we're giving to you constantly. The other way we give you leads is through the auto dialer. So we have an auto dialer here. We have purchase leads. We have cold call lists in here. We have realtor call lists in here. So we have all kinds of different call lists in here where you can use our auto dialer and call 300-400 people in a day easily. Just put your headphones in, run through them. You can drop automatic texts and emails saying, hey, this is John Doe calling Jane Doe about the, purchasing, whatever it is. All that's automated on the back end. There's a call script right there along the side when you're using the auto dialer. So everything is meant to be here, super easy, super optimized for you to use the auto dialer, call the people, know what to say, drop the auto text and the emails, which get much more response than the call, right? But we still want to put the call in. So that's the other way that we provide leads, right? The leads fresh off our Facebook campaigns that inquired and want you to call them. The auto dialer with cold call leads in it, all that kind of stuff. Now let's talk about the third way that we provide leads is you can purchase leads. By no means do you need to purchase leads. We're going to give you leads all day. But if you would like more leads that you don't have to rush to claim, and if you would like no lead split on the leads, you can always purchase leads. Now, these are the same exact leads that we're giving you for free. Come on board, take some of the leads we're giving you, which Nick is going to talk about in a minute. And then if you like them, or let's say you close a deal, maybe you want to purchase more. We can copy the exact campaign that we've proven out and spend tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on dialing in these lead campaigns. We just copy that and send it directly to you, and there is no lead split, right? So that's another way that you can get leads is you can purchase them. Purchase the same exact hot leads that we're giving you yourself. Now, the fourth way that you can get leads in our system is through importing leads. We give you your own Zapier webhook. You can use this to get in leads wherever you want to purchase leads. Maybe there's a place you already purchased leads from, you like those leads, or if there's another place you want to go seek out to get leads, perfect. You have your Zapier webhook here that you put in the settings on whatever place you're buying leads from. It's going to shoot those into your CRM, automatically send you a text and an email so that you can pull them up, contact them, quote them, collect the documents, all within our system, no matter where you get the lead from. And that all happens in real time using your Zapier webhook. Maybe you want to do your own Facebook campaign, same thing, right? You can use your webhook to insert them into the system, just like if it was some leads that we gave you, right? So every single possible way we can get you leads and have you work leads in this system, we provide for you. That's the main goal, right? Now, the lead master is Nick, right? Nick has a certification from Facebook as a media planning professional, certification from Facebook as a digital marketing associate, certification from Google as a Google ad specialist. He spent millions of our own dollars on ads, right? Dialing his skills in, millions of dollars of other people, because we also have an ad agency. So we come from that world. So let me go ahead and stop sharing. And I want Nick to talk a little bit about the type of leads he's getting for you all, why he's doing that. And that way you'll understand a little better how great these leads are and what we focus on. So go ahead and explain a little bit about that.
Sure. So, one thing we want to do in all of our businesses, we want to find opportunities, right? Places and opportunities where people aren't, right? So we're going to look for places to go where the big guys, the Loan Depots, the Betters, the Quickens, the Rockets are not focusing, right? We do not want to compete with their billions of dollars a year. We do not want to compete with their racing to the bottom, which is basically taking your guys' commission, right? Their LOs are getting paid, 20, 30 basis points. So they're taking, the regular comp, which we want to pay you guys, which is, the high comp, and reducing it and basically squeezing you guys out of there. They're trying to race to the bottom and race you guys to the bottom to see how low they can get your you guys as MLOs to work as MLOs, right? So we want to do the opposite. We want to focus on areas where they aren't and identify opportunities where we don't have to race to the bottom and change our pricing or our model in order to satisfy this need of Wall Street to just basically steal money from MLOs. So what we want to focus on is the non-QM stuff, the stuff that we do well. So we price our non-QM pretty much the best in the nation as far as lenders across the board on all the different products. As I mentioned, we focus on DSCR very heavily, but all of our non-QM products are really great and really allow us, a niche to get in there. So when I advertise, I want to advertise something that people aren't used to seeing, maybe have never seen before. And I'm advertising something that obviously is unique and actually makes them click and engage rather than basically shop, right? So I don't want to be the Amazon of products and just save 2 cents on a phone case and hope that my phone case sells more, right? We want to be totally different. So we advertise the products like the DSCRs, and not only DSCRs, but we have great things like the portfolio loans that we can do in-house. We have the 5 to 8 units for the small commercial multifamilies. We have the 2 to 8 unit mixed use. We have all kinds of, obviously all the bank statements, all the stuff that people aren't as popular advertising. And obviously the big guys don't have the big budgets, and Quicken obviously doesn't do any bank statement loans. So they're not going to be advertising those types of products at the billions of dollars level. So we're going to advertise the products that aren't being advertised. We're going to find the borrowers who aren't being served by those types of outfits, and we're going to delight them with the best rates in the nation. So really, when you get that trifecta, you really can't lose, right? As long as we get those right types of borrowers who are underserved from, the guys who are focusing on just, vanilla credit, primary homes, cash out refis like the big guys are. We want to focus on the investors or the self-employed borrower who, Quicken can't approve because they can't run a calculation with 40 rental properties, right? So we want to focus on these types of people who are underserved, provide them a value in a product that they may have never heard of or that hasn't been pushed in front of them, and then just knock it out the park with the best pricing. So even if they do shop us, which they won't because we're offering something nobody's ever heard of, but if they do, we still have the best pricing. So it's really no way to lose a lead once you get them in the door. And then as Kyle is about to say, I'm sure his little caveat here is always, we always do conventional as well. So all of my investors that have 10, 20 properties, they still have a primary property. But once I provide that value of the DSCR lender and, the person's going to take care of them and be honest and, give them the straight up deal, they're going to come for me for their primary, their conventional loans, their second homes, their vacation homes, the stuff that they're going to do with Fannie and Freddie, the conventional stuff. And then, of course, I'm going to do, 5, 10, 20 DSCR loans for them as well. But our mix ends up being about half and half because then that guy has, a uncle or a brother or someone else who wants to do a conventional loan and they want to refer it to me just because we do so well on the stuff that we do well on, right? So everybody can do conventional loans. Everybody gets the same price on conventional loans. There's no secret. The only secret is, Quicken, Rockets, Betters, they're just taking the money away from you guys. So we want to focus on something that allows us to stand on our own, get paid full comp. And then when we do get those conventional deals, we delight our customers enough where they're going to come to us for their conventional deals no matter what, because we have such a unique product and we got them in through the correct way rather than just, a trigger lead that, Quicken, Better, and Loan Depot all quote at the same time. For us to quote that, we'd have to reduce your guys' commission to the same commission that they have, right? That would be a no-win for everybody. So a long way to say that we do most of our dollars go to the cool programs that we have, the non-QM stuff. However, our closings are usually a pretty good mix. Does that do it for you there, Con?
Yeah, absolutely. Just want to make sure that people know, if you do conventional, don't be scared, right? We don't only do non-QM. Some people, and a lot of our loan officers, their deals, right, are conventional. Nick, we spend about 80% of our ad budget of the leads that we are giving you on non-QM programs, whether it's like Nick said, it's, DSCR, portfolio, fix and flip, ground up construction, commercial. I mean, we have everything you can possibly imagine as far as programs go. And if we don't have it, we can go get it, right? So That's what we focus on. But about 20% of our ads are still going to be some purchase leads, right? Some stuff to fill your pipeline. But of course, most of our LOs are doing some, conventional stuff and, all that kind of agency stuff because that's what they're doing, right? But the main thing is those are the leads that we're giving you. So last thing I want is Jose, our other branch manager here, to talk a little bit about how he fits in the mortgage calculator as one of the founders and what this means to him. Then we'll open it up to questions and go through everything. So Jose, go ahead, take it away.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to join our meeting today. Myself, 26 years in the business, both as an MLO and as a full-time real estate agent. Gives me a lot of insight into the business, as well as Kyle and Nick are both full-time real estate agents, as they mentioned. With myself, to give you more of the insight from a seasoned MLO stepping into this program. Well, actually, we created it between the three of us, but creating this program and seeing what it has done to my ability to generate business. I could say 2019 to 2020, it was almost 400% increase in my production. Obviously, some of that was switching over from real estate to loans during the shutdown of the pandemic, but that was only really possible to do that seamless transition because of all the systems that we had in place just before the pandemic. Our quoting system, we didn't even have all of these cool programs, but we had the system, setting up the database and all that stuff. And my production 2020 was up like 300 to 400%. And 2021, it went up probably 50 to 60% of the production in 2020. And 2022, synergies are really there with all the great programs and the great pricing that we have. So basically right now, the sky's the limit. What I can really state also in this time of volatility in the agency business, that should you decide to join our team, you'll be in the best place to deal with everything that is happening and everything that will be happening as the agency business suffers from the interest rate hikes. We're seeing great increases by leaps and bounds in our non-QM business. As more of the business in the industry consolidates, it will consolidate to more non-QM and more reverse mortgage business, which is two areas which we are perfectly positioned to take advantage of all the business that we can. And to state just a quick little aside, I just got an email that one of our brand new MLOs, she's also a real estate agent, by the way, which we happen to love, but she just got her first deal accepted. It is a commercial deal, cash out refinance, $1.8 million loan on a $3 million property. Now, this is one of her personal self-generated businesses, but we did help her develop that lead through our tools and through the vendors that we have and everything that we do, so that her first deal in the business, I think she's been with us like 30 days maybe, is a $1.8 million commercial deal. So there you go. Proof is in the pudding. So hope to see you all soon in our disclosure meeting, which is also where we differentiate ourselves, all the support that we give. We do give you the option to meet with us personally to disclose files, do that last minute QC to make sure that what goes in will get approved. And we like to consider that we have almost 100% closing rate from the files that get submitted to the files that get approved. So that really is going to guarantee that you're not going to be spinning your wheels and wasting time and effort on deals that aren't going to close. So look forward to having you in all our meetings. Congratulations. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Jose. So before we get into the questions real quick, I just want to say a little something about the leads, because this is probably going to answer some of the questions in the Q&A. I already know it. So people are going to ask the quality of the leads, right? The leads are exactly what I stated, right? The leads that we give to you. It's somebody that we put an ad in front of on Facebook. They click that link and you're sent a text message that second so that you can call them. Let's go into a little bit about what's been done with these leads, right? So Jose mentioned that MLO happened to be their own lead. Let me tell you about one of our newest MLOs, right? Mike was able to close $6 million in loans in 90 days of joining us. Brand new MLO, joined us January 15th, I believe, never done a loan in his life, just got his license, right? 3 leads from us, 100% from us. He has not closed any deals of his own. In 3 leads from us, he's closed 6 million, right? 2 of the loans did some regular price loans. And then one of them is one of our huge investors, which Nick talks about. He's got investors with 10, 20, 30, 50, 60 properties. And so he's done a few million with that gentleman as well. And now he's at $6 million. He's never closed a loan in his life. So he had no idea what he was doing. He met with Nick and Jose to close the loans, and he hasn't closed one of his own leads. All 3 of the leads were from us directly, right? And so the proof is in the pudding, right? So when people ask me, what's the conversion rate of the leads? It's really going to depend on the loan officer. We've given other loan officers on the team the same type of leads, and they never closed anything. Mike mentioned he followed up with the gentleman 8 to 10 times before he got this gentleman that he's done a few million with. And some MLOs take the leads and don't follow up the 8 or 10 times, and they lose all that millions of dollars, right? So conversion rate, not really possible to put a finger on because it's totally dependent on the loan officer. A huge cycle, right? Nick's still closing people from 3 years ago when we started at a retail bank. He's still closing loans for those people. So I know that question is going to come up a lot. That's just a perfect example of the type of leads we're giving and what you can do with them if you follow up, which segues into my next point, which is what we're looking for. So before I open it up to questions, let me tell you what we are looking for in the loan officers that we work with, which is people who are going to follow up, people who are self-sufficient enough as far as putting in the work to ask the questions, right? To find the answers themselves. We have a training with every answer to every single question that you could ever imagine. We have training videos on every single thing possible. And so we're looking for people who are going to check those first before coming and asking questions, right? We provide all the support in the world. We have trainings 5 days a week. We have meetings with the whole team where people can tune in and look at the trainings that we're doing, ask questions. And then as Nick and Jose said, they can meet with us personally. We have a Calendly open every day. There's slots open where you can book a one-on-one Zoom with us and we can help you with it. But what we're looking for is the go-getters, right? We're looking for people who are going to take the leads we're giving them and run with them, follow up with them, and to be more of a Mike and less of some of the other people who never followed up with the leads, right? And we're looking for people who are willing to go find the answers before just asking the answers, right? So if you think you're going to sit back and somebody's going to do everything for you, this is not the place to be. This is not being an application taker. This is taking the loan start to finish. That's why you're making huge compensation. And so that's what we're looking for, right? So just a little bit about that. We are ready to give everyone a chance. We love new loan officers. We have tons of brand new loan officers. We are pretty much the only people out there willing to give actual leads that we're paying for, fresh, hot leads to new loan officers. And we don't have a problem with that as long as they're following up, just like Mike was, right, when he did that. And that's how he was able to convert all those. So let me go into the last step here, which is to show you how to move forward. If you're ready to move forward, you're going to come to the page that Nick just dropped in the chat. Nick dropped the link in the chat there for you to sign up. You want to sign up for the plan that's applicable to you. You're going to click join. You're going to fill that out. It's then going to take you to the initial compensation agreement to sign. You do not need to sign it right then. It's going to email you a copy of it. Take your time, check it out. Once you sign that initial compensation agreement, I'm the one who handles all the onboarding. So I'm going to personally reach out to you. We'll walk through the steps of getting your employment documents to HR, getting the full employment package, sponsoring your license, all that kind of good stuff. And at that point, we just wait for the state to sponsor your license, which takes a little bit depending on what state you're in. In the meantime, you do a CRM training with me because it has nothing to do with loans, right? I'm going to teach you how to use our system while we wait for the sponsorship to go through. That way we can hit the ground running. So that is the process to move forward. Nick dropped that link in the chat. And let's go ahead and get into the Q&A. If you have more questions, drop them in the Q&A and we will get to it.